Trying to Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSP Racing Friday Night Winston Cup action. I'm your host, Shawn Reap. My partner in crime, Milt Minter Jr., joining me as always. How you doing, Milty?
Pretty darn good. And it's
Pretty darn
Friday
good.
night, and it's Homestead. Back
Homestead, the
have
Progressive
memories
Bank,
at. Actually beat a couple
modern.
guys like that Matt Watkins at this
Oh,
track.
yeah. Yeah, that one sticks with you forever. But I remember him running out of fuel in the pits and being pushed into his box by his teammates and coming back from a lap down with no lucky dog to win, too. So,
He's an
yeah, some
evil
memorable
man.
stuff happens. Absolutely. That's a great track. Lots of different lines. It's draft dependent. Still got to take care of the tires. A lot of fun running here. Challenging pit road. Lends itself to some exciting green flag stops. We were just here a few races ago to close out season 38, as we are now in season 39. As Webb reminded me, I goofed up last week and called this season 38. But yeah, back in Homestead, and look at that on the pole. Shane Wisman, I think that might be his first Friday night pole in the number 34 car with Ken Shea, Jim Gately, Johnny Doucette, Ryan Tracy, some guys who don't usually qualify near the front like that, having some good qualifying efforts tonight. Very good to see. And you got that back in the pack. You got some real big guns too. I mean, like Rick Johnson found himself midfield. Jim Christopherson, Chris Beckman. Look for those guys to be on the move. And where's the 3 car? Did you not make it tonight?
I'm not seeing Mark DeCinza.
Oh, there he is. He's a provisional. You see down there. Yeah. So take myself, camera 2, Smoke, Milt, so take those 4 out. Mark's got 4 empty pit boxes in front of him. That strategy might work out pretty nice for him.
And TG Reese
TG
also.
Reese. Yeah. I don't know if Den's running tonight. He might like this one. Can't remember, but yeah, it's a fun track. I like this place. Lots of great racing here. As Milty has mentioned, he's got his own fond memories of the place as well.
Well, this is one of the last tracks my dad ran before he died. He ran the road course, though, so you were on the banking and the road course. And it was a IMSA race, so the car wasn't super competitive, but they were out there competing, and him and Chad McQueen and Gunnar Jeanette. So fond memories, definitely.
Was it this version with the progressive banking, or was it the flat, or was it the original square?
Yeah, it was flat. It was I think it was 2000, year 2000. So
okay.
And they had the road course, which is real tight.
Yeah, okay, so it was the flat true oval.
Yeah,
not the original square. This track has been through 3 major configurations. It opened.
Didn't they actually use this track for the movie Le Mans to simulate Daytona?
It might have,
but because you see the blue walls,
Yeah. It's been through 3 configurations.
On that.
3 configurations. It opened as a flat, kind of rectangular track. It had some bad angles.
Yeah, I loved it when it was flat spun. Like that.
Well, it was a flat rectangle, then a flat oval, and then the progressive banked oval. The rectangular track though had some real bad angles, and that's what got John Nemechek killed in the truck race here in '96, I think it was. Just pancake the door, left side door to the wall. But this final configuration, yeah, fortunately not so much as it used to be. As you see, the safer barrier also all the way around the outside. This is obviously a modernized version, despite our 1988 colors, and with the truck physics, it lends itself to some good high-speed action here. We got Brad Otto checking in, Steve Jones, Doris Gately cheering for Slim again, of course. Tom Jackson putting up a prize.
That's right. You're right, Steve.
Tom Jackson putting up a prize for this race that we will announce afterwards. Sam wants us to hold on to the details of that. A special night there. And anybody else checking in there? Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for checking in the chat. And Milty, we got to get to our picks real quick. I gotta
Well, I
get
gotta
something else
go
out of
with.
the way.
You gonna let me go first,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go with Matt Watkins. I think he's right where he wants to be. He's not worried about qualifying fast. He's on a roll. Won last week, and the only time I was able to beat him here was on fuel when he ran out of fuel, and or I ran out of fuel on the last lap, and he put it in extra time, and he still can't figure out how I did that.
Well, if you're done getting out on that limb there, Milty.
I'm done. That's it. 15.
Yeah.
He wins it.
Yeah, really, really stretching for that
Go
one.
to Vegas.
I'm looking around, and I'm going to go with Ken Shea. He had some bad luck earlier this week, but he's been looking good, looking fast. I say Skiji. He's on the front row, which is a good spot to be here. Get
Norwegian
up front, stay up front.
heritage for that name. He's like Norwegian wood, isn't it good?
I knew you were going to go there. I knew it. Where's my multi counter? I had to retire that. As we take the grid here.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. Here we go.
Just have to say before we get going,
34 laps, 36 laps. Fuel could be an issue. The big field, I would expect some early cautions here. These guys trying to get going, but let's hope not. I think I said that last week, and we didn't have that early caution. We had later cautions.
And
These
as
are
I was
pros, so they know what they're doing.
I was starting to say before we really get going here, just have to little personal note here. A longtime friend of mine got the news earlier this week. Passed away unexpectedly. One of my oldest friends here in the NASCAR sim racing world, James Fritz. He's only 10 months older than me. Known him since NASCAR 4. One of the people that I've learned a lot from in the world of painting cars and passing ideas back and forth, and just talking about life in general, music, Star Wars, everything in between, till all hours of the morning on AIM back in the day. Remained a friend as we passed in and out of the sim racing world for 20 years. Just, found out earlier this week on Monday, he passed away just, the age of 43, leaving his children, Logan, Caitlin, wife Sarah. Heart goes out to them, of course, and I'll miss you, buddy.
R.I.P. James. Well, we have a lot of friendships in FSB over the years, and we've lost a lot of people here too. Maybe I'll go in that a little bit later on. When you've been around as long as we have, you develop friendships, and it hurts. They're just, even if they're on a microphone, across the country from you. It's like my buddy right now watching. He's sitting there in jolly old England. Become good friends. The game of sim racing. Yeah,
I never could get James to join us here at FSB, but his number 4 will be on the side of my cars from now on. But for now, it's time to get back to racing, and we are green. And Shane Wisman slides into the lead from the pole.
His first pole here on Friday nights, and that's so, definitely that'll get your attention. Everybody just trying to stay cool here, right now. NASCAR 2003 physics, very, very similar to other sims. Top notch. It was the benchmark, and still is a badass sim.
Well, much like how this was pretty much built on top of GPL Grand Prix Legends, GPL, iRacing was built on top of the NASCAR 2003 engine. So yeah, very similar underneath the hood.
These guys are playing on the outside a little bit, just taking it easy. Later in the race, you're going to really see some battling inside and out. There's good side-by-side racing. Right now, these guys are keeping a lot of distance and trying to keep it cool. Cassandra Christie in the house shouting out to Jam and Jay. And once again, he's qualified well and well up into the top 10. Single file action. What you want to do is stay in the pack. Don't lose track position. But it's starting to get busy up front there. Doris once again in here for Slim Jim Gately. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
By the way, we all know who Jim Ray is picking, and that's the 52. He finds himself back in the pack, currently sitting in the lucky 13th spot.
Car we didn't mention much last week and this week, Ryan Tracy in the 12. He's a grizzled veteran, and he's the real deal. I've raced against this guy. He good. And he's right there in P4. Like many guys, I think, he had kids, got busy.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, that gets in your sim racing itinerary there.
Did Scott catch the ball on the front stretch?
Guys are lying about here.
Not sure if that was a little side warp or if Slim caught the wall halfway down the front straightaway there.
The beer can up there in 7th. Tours. Taste the water.
Speaking of beer, we got a new paint this week on the 22. Greg Palmer of Slingshot Racing. Or Slingshot Motorsports? Slingshot Racing, I don't know. New team formed up there. New paint for Greg in the 22. Leinenkugel.
Leinenkugel. Yeah, Rick Johnson really pedaling it there, but he's in a gaggle, man. I mean, and Greg Palmer is all over him.
Meanwhile, Slim wants second place. He's looking under Ken Shea.
Pit road entry and exit. Access roads. Very dangerous. Whoa. Boy, Jeff Hammock doing the bunny hop and the pea patch there. No harm,
he's still looking good, though, up in the top 10.
He went 3 car lengths. Whoa, I'm going to hit the wall. Whoa, it went down low.
Now looking good there in P8 for the 101 car.
Shout out to the guys at work, Kim Wright saying they're listening to the broadcast. Welcome, y'all.
Yeah.
Of course, beer can is on fire. Fan base for Jason Dulfer. Havoc, this is a really good run for the 101. We've seen his progression from rookie to, hell, he's running P7, P8. Around these guys, he's definitely, done some work. Be a huge improvement. Think about Homestead. Banked or no bank, it's still a lot about tire wear. Not as much as when it was flatter. We had that progressive hump through 3 and 4. You still got something like that here a little bit. It's just more banked.
Yeah, the bottom is still the fastest way around the corners, but a good run on the high side is possible, especially with help. One thing you watch early on is
FSB
not to
racing,
catch.
Appreciate several teammates over the last couple of weeks coming in and seeing where we came from and what we're about, and that's FSB racing. Wolfcar seems really settled in, but he's got that guy behind him. Remember him? Matt Watkins looking for shark bait. He's gonna chill though, and as you see, passing is possible, but right now they need to chill, but inches apart. 5 figures, Johnny Doucette up there.
Looks like Jason Dulfer was starting to try to work on Jeff Havoc, but had to back out of it there.
Well, to be a pro sim racer in this league, especially when you don't come here already a pro, it's challenging. And, once you start getting really good car control, then you have to worry about tire wear. And executing pit stops at the highest level, which these guys are going to have to do here, but not for a while.
Sometimes I swear that access road's not flat, but off camber. It feels like it's trying to dump you out onto the track.
And then if you do get off it, you hit the grass there, and,
it ain't pretty.
You could go in the penalty box for that.
Oh, we got 23 of Slim Jim Gately up to the lead. Oh, 63 Dulfer.
Somebody went up high.
Jason Dulfer got loose on entry there.
I think he got too close to the car in front of him and had to take evasive action, exit stage left, or actually exit stage right.
Meanwhile, Shane Wisman is getting ganged up on here. Already passed by the 23, got the 91 slipping through the 12, 15. He's stuck up there, and
Rick Johnson
gotta stop the bleeding
right now. And Jeff Hale, he's got a win already this season. They're thinking pit stops. They got Rick's got the highwayman right up there in front of him.
Trying to see if Jason Dulfer's
Pat
right side is okay.
In the in-and-out burger car. Wrong too. Nobody going anywhere. All the way back to the Butterman. Then you start to see a gap.
Yeah, went back and watched it. Jason Dulfer just got loose all by himself, and I think he kept it off the wall, though, so good save for the 63.
Rick Castle really wants to stay in that group there. He's in no man's land right now. That Crown Royal car.
Yeah, he's right in between the two packs that have developed here. And by the way, speaking of those pits and that flat pit road, we're going to be looking for them to hit that in about 11 laps here. About 30 to 34 laps, usually your window here on these 1.5 mile tracks, as Matt Watkins looks underneath the 12 car Ryan Tracy. Ryan's sporting some new paint, released for this division this week, as he runs that paint scheme in some of our other divisions.
Yeah, jamming Jay's paint.
Oh, Shane Wisman's pushing up the track. And
Rick Johnson
boy,
going up high. Don't think that was by design. A little butter might have been shot out of that. No, he wouldn't do that. It's his teammate. All right, man, will leak a little butter there, Rick. No problem. Actually, he was behind him, so he gets that spot. Rick gets back in line. No, Rick has a book. Wherever, got a book, sacred book. He opens that thing up, and the bats fly out, and in there is steering ratio. Boom. This is the way we ran. This was the strategy. He's got it all, and he's not the only one that's got a notebook in this pro league here.
And man, they are getting real racy on the backstretch that time by. It's a little early for that for my tastes, but they make it stick.
Well, tire wear and track position and not crashing, those are important things here.
Yeah,
But
keeping the
these
right
guys
side on
want
the
to make
car.
moves, and they want to get on TV here, and there goes the beer can. Night car, Ken Hansen makes a pass there.
Absolutely.
Very
So
nice.
I keep saying all the time is keeping the right side on the car is priority number 1, 2, and 3 in these heavily aero-dependent tracks, as Matt Watkins wants the lead, and he's going to get it from Slim Jim here. I think Slim might be able to close the door on Ken Shea and stop the bleeding pretty quick.
Now, Winston, he's dropped back to 4th now, but that's not bad. Hey,
No, he's doing just fine.
When you're the leader and you're going to pace these guys, and you've qualified up front, like for the first time, I'm sure not in his career because he got skills.
Yeah, he's good.
But you could overpace yourself a little bit, and now you know. Okay, and when you're in the lead, that happened a lot to me. You know.
Hey, we got John Palmer 408 there in chat.
Hey, Monster,
cheering for
what's up?
his old teammate Ken Hansen. So he's pulling for the beer can.
24 hours at Daytona tomorrow, dog. If I find a stream, I'll post it. I'll send it to you on your phone. Yeah, I'm scared to death. I got some practice, but 24 hours at Daytona, excuse me, not Le Mans. It's pretty scary. But we'll see what happens. Got 4 cars and about 20 drivers, so they're gonna know we were there. That's for sure. I'll keep on racing.
You guys usually know we're there. You got Chris Beckman and Rick Johnson in that newly formed partnership team, whatever there. The 41 and the 52 just hanging out. Kind of mid-pack here.
I'm telling you, man, that dude is a teammate. Rick Johnson is a godsend. He is just so calm and knows the strategy so well. You buy into it, you know, and you get results. I mean, he'd be like Monster. Why are you going so fast? Slow down.
Yeah, when I'm racing against him. We got Ryan Tracy heading to the pits already.
Ryan Tracy at lap 28. That's way early for my taste.
Very, very early. I wonder if there's a problem. But I was starting to say, if I'm out there racing with 52 on the track and I see him falling back towards me to where I pass him like he's tied to a tree, I assume I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, they know it's called green. It smells green, looks green. They want to go as many laps as they can. Are these guys using more fuel? I mean, I'm shocked.
I'm thinking maybe they used up their tires.
34 laps out of these guys.
I'm thinking these are guys who didn't pace themselves at the start and used up their tires.
101, 34. Winston pitting. Well, you can understand that because he's in the lead. There is draft.
Oh, Winston's around. Backstretch.
And that's what the guys staying out are looking for.
And he held on to it. I don't think he hit anything.
Christopherson had a connection issue. He got booted. 40 car got booted and reconnected. He's going to lose laps. At the same time, things were kind of chill. Now we got drama.
And of course, caution on the speedway.
9 car of Ken Hansen saying he's sorry. We'll have to see what's up with that.
I think right as you said, Shane was signaling to pit. I think that's when him and the 9 got together there.
12 car should be okay, strategy-wise. But he's not going to be. I don't know. We're going to have to see because now all these guys are going to be able to pit. As they come to a stop here. Cars crashing. The 101 crashing.
On the
Under
backstretch,
caution.
under
You got to be
caution
very
here.
careful at this track because the pace car is slow. I don't, I think he's, pace car guy's always drunk at this track.
Actually, that was just
Worse
a
than
very
me.
low. It was a very low speed side swipe on the backstretch that got the 101 turned around. You should be okay. That should be a no harm, no foul situation.
Cars down pit road.
That is, however, exactly what Jeff did not want to see. This caution, that is.
Habit
he should be
decides
trapped
to go
a
back
lap
out. Several
down.
cars. Brad Otto. 1, 2,
He
3, 4 United
would
States Marine Corps.
have been lap down at least, having pitted all alone and then caught the caution. All right, so here we got our replay.
You have a jelly donut in your car, Brad? Are jelly donuts allowed in your car?
Yeah, so you just come off the corner there, 9 into the back of the 34.
Okie
And around he goes. I really don't think the 34 hit anything here. I think he did a pretty good job keeping it off the wall.
That's a great job keeping his foot on the brake and spinning like a top. Got the 41 of Chris Beckman in here. How's your race going, bro?
Oh, not too bad. Just wanted to come say hi to you guys. Our driver let us down a little bit for qualifying tonight, so we had to start a little further to the back.
Well, I noticed you found your teammate, so I figured you guys were working a strategy back there.
Yeah, Rick Johnson always has a plan, doesn't he?
He does seem to always have a plan, but the plan is figure out how to pass some guys tonight. It's really tough sledding out here.
Yeah, it is. It's usually easier if you just keep the get track position and then wait for the end of a run. Let some guys use their stuff up, and then you can build those runs off the corner. At least what I found. But without help, yeah, it's tough.
Yes, sir. That sounds like wise words of wisdom.
So this is going to still put you right in the pit window by the time these caution laps come out. You'd be right there.
It's basically a wash as far as strategy goes.
29, 28. I was expecting 34 to 36. What was your fuel situation at Highline Racing there?
I don't think 34 is ridiculous, but I mean, it's going to be a little bit too far for one stop from here. I think everybody's going to end up stopping twice, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking 32 was probably a more realistic target.
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, I did manage to do 36 here, but I was clutching, so.
Yeah, you're definitely going to lose the lead draft trying to pull that off. So that's a strategy you got to be all in on.
And that was the Pro Cup mod, so.
Oh yeah, the Cup is different because you can get some separation.
Absolutely. Yep.
I think the trouble tonight is it's going to be hard even to save fuel at the rear of the pack because the speeds are so high. But we'll see what kind of strategy you can come up with.
Yes, sir. But I think you'll also see some guys topping off this caution and trying to stretch every last bit they can out of it. Now, again, we had a couple guys caught at least a lap down by that caution. Trying to see who got the lucky dog here. Yeah, Jeff Habbock's currently tail end of the lead lap, but I think that's going to change to being having him in the lucky dog spot. Nope, it's the 12. It's the 12 according to race control. So Ryan Tracy, yeah, he was the first one to hit pit road. So that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I was surprised to see those guys hit so early. I don't know if they used up their tires or what strategy they were playing at, just trying to get out ahead of the field, maybe do a quicker cycle. But it did not play out in their favor as lights are now off on the FSB pace car.
The pace was pretty fast there at the beginning. Some guys may have used those right sides pretty hard.
Especially the leader, Westman, for sure.
Well, he definitely used those up on that slide. He's got 4 freshies. I think his car's in good shape. Obviously, we know Chris's Car's in good shape, so good luck, Chris. He's got to go back to work down there in the Highline Racing channel. We appreciate him popping in as our in-race reporter. And Matt Watkins, your leader, still after the pit stops. Slim Jim Gately in second, and Ken Hansen. And Ken Hansen, P3.
What makes the 15 so great is he can find his way to the front. When he's at the front, he can pace just fast enough to save those tires. He just has that great innate natural talent that plus a lot of hard work. He's got the 9 behind him, and he wants business here, but gotta figure the 9's might have one here, incident, 2 incident rule in FSP racing. If you get 2 incidents, you're asked to park the car. If you're confused or don't do it, then you will be dealt with later. You won't be beat up or anything, but you might. I
see Tom in the chat talking about.
You might have to sit a race,
See Tom Jackson in the chat talking about his steering wheel kept coming off last week.
Yeah,
so your second place car there, and your defending series champion. I remember one race we were broadcasting and Slim's desk broke. The part where the wheel clamped to his desk just busted clean off, and the whole assembly fell down into his lap. We wondered what happened when he just suddenly went straight into the wall and then disconnected quickly.
Well, when I started, I had a folding chair, and that broke, and down on the ground, and everybody was laughing. And it was during a race. Of course, we didn't have 30 cars out there. We had 8, I think.
These guys are picking up right where they left off. They're not pacing themselves at the front of the field. You got Ken Shea looking underneath the 58, and where did he come from? The 29 of Jeff Hale, bringing the Tide Ride to the outside.
Dave Jandry, always there in your hair. That's Judas Priest there. Heavy metal there. For you youngsters. All these guys that moved up here, Dave Ellens, Greg Palmer, and Brian Lovell, they were on that stay out plan, and eventually you got to go. I mean, you heard you talking about, we're trying to pass, we just couldn't. So we're saying they're trying to chill and save fuel or whatever, but these guys are actually trying to race. You see the 91 working on the 29 there for several laps.
The other way around, Jeff Hale's been working on the 91 on the outside. And he might get around them this time. A little help from Dave Jandry, who we're riding on board with here.
Inches apart. This stuff isn't easy. Let's get some in-car. How about Greg Palmer in the 22 car?
It tucked in nicely there with Dave Ellens.
This is what you see. Dude all over you, you all over somebody. You gotta have trust.
And you can see how the high lines.
At 165 miles an hour down the back straight. 178 miles an hour, lifting, no brake. But you keep your foot right by the brake in case you need it.
Ooh, he slips right in behind Dave Ellens.
Feather out of the gas and let it roll through the center. And it picked up that throttle right at the center of the corner. Your draft is important. Inside line is still your preferred line. Get some help, and you can attack somebody with numbers, and you can get them on the outside. A lot of guys like the middle. Hard to do that with cars all around you. Side by side, on the outside. Spotters going outside. 51 on it, you're outside, still outside. Outside clear. These guys all got spotters. They also have team communication. Constantly talking about this race, where they're going to pit. About 65 or so probably be your number. Right now, you're just focusing on surviving and staying with the pack, trying to get spots. Good stuff. You know, talking about your buddy, you know, and you know, we've lost some friends in sim racing too, you know, and
absolutely.
One I remember is Texas Nation, and I really remember that because he managed to beat me, I think Jim Ray, and the great Damon Godstella here basically pushed us out of the way. And he had, you know, health issues, was getting better and better, and you know, he couldn't even get out of the house, and then he started playing a little tennis.
Oh, we got a wreck on the backstretch. Oh, 59's in it. 41's in it. 95. Yeah, thanks, Tom. Yeah, looks like...
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Oops, I got the wrong button there. That back to life. We got the 41 and the 95 on the backstretch seem to have been the epicenter of this. I'm not sure what started it. Oh, looks like...
Oh, the 41 kind of overcorrected a little, and it was trying to gather it up with two hands there, and came up in the 90, or down on the 95, looks like. And there was a separate incident in front of them.
No, there wasn't. Right? He clipped. That was Ryan Johnson clipping those guys as he went by.
Oh,
I don't think Ryan hit anything other than just that clip.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me watch it again here. I'm watching it live.
Yeah, we'll trail Ryan's car here.
Yeah, so they already had contact, and then he clipped them, yeah.
I think he might be okay, though.
Not a bad lick. They're... Yeah, we know what Ryan Johnson do, and that's you don't say much about him till the end of the race.
That might have been
I'm going to step away for a sec. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, that might have been a gentle enough car-to-car contact that Ryan might be okay in terms of damage. So here we are, lap 49. Not quite to the pit window. But obviously everybody's going to come in. They're going to get 4 freshies, going to get topped off. It remains to be seen just how much damage is done to the 41 and the 95. Both cars were looking strong out there, just biding their time, working their way through the field. Trying to get another look at this here. See if Chris just didn't clear himself or if he overcorrected, as Milty said.
Okie dokie. Under caution here.
And looking at it, it does look like Milty's assessment was correct. As Chris came off the corner, he just got a little wiggly loose, and the car jutted left, and that's what got him into the 95.
Side by side at that speed, with that little distance to, it was just, if Kachinga wouldn't have been beside him there, definitely he would have gathered it up and got going, but just bad timing for him. So,
and when you're on the high side too, sometimes you're trying to crank it just a little bit extra, trying to hold it down, and it catches as you transition to the flat or the flatter straightaways, and it hooks left. But meanwhile, the lights are back off on the FSB pace car. And we got taking this restart on lap 52 of 107. And your lucky dog this time is Brad Otto in the 31.
So now you're in an easy pit window. You're 28, so 27. So you think these guys were pushing before? They're going to be pushing harder now. Coming up on the halfway point, it's time to go.
All right, they can do this in one stop no matter what, I believe.
It's still always been a race of track position, good pit stops, being close to or in the front at the end.
And we're back to green. Again, Jim Christopherson, numerous laps down, takes your lap down, restart to the inside. Christopherson having those connection issues still. 11 laps down, to be precise.
No more, just staying in line now. They're fanning out like a Japanese fan right there. Way down low is the 40 car.
More blinks from the 40.
Yeah, he's having issues.
Oh, boy.
Brian Lovell.
And 23 has got a side-to-side warp, too. 23 is Slim Jim Gately. Little instability there, but it seems to have settled in.
Ricard just not getting going, this guy, he's not going now.
4-3 is around on the front stretch.
4-3, they came up into him. We'll have to watch this, and he thought he was clear, and he was not.
And back under yellow we go.
Reed did not give up anything there, but I don't think he was expecting that. Let's take a look and see if I'm right here.
Wow.
Heavy damage for Brian Lovell. Houston, we have a problem.
Here we have it. The 043 is on the bottom. He's got that run coming off and tries to slip back into
How many
the
times I've
drafting
done
line.
that? Oh my gosh. I've done that so much and just was like, what the heck? And dudes would be like, dude, we're clear, bro. He's got to run there. He's full throttle. Let's take a look. Backing it up. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. You know.
I'd say he just wasn't quite clear.
And thought he was clear. Because you don't make that move unless you think you're clear. But, I mean, we saw the in-car there. You see the mirror. Did his spotter call him clear? Possibly. Well, we'll never know. Oh, then we reset here now. Couple laps out front there. What do you do? Cars in the back, you gotta stop.
I think guys up front are probably going to stay out.
Looks like it.
They're in their window anyway, as we noted.
Ryan Johnson smokes them out of the pits. Brothers Bonnie and paint car lifting the front end off that thing. Take a look at the old 43, see what kind of damage Brian has. And he has severe damage. He's all pushed in the back there. So that car's going to be a handful. But a great run for Brian Lovell. This is really progress on Friday nights. Competitive, but, you know, I'm sure he's going to be, you know, head coming, you know. That's racing. It happened to you, and then it can happen to you again.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, you took a break. I'm going to do the same here.
We got Dave Ellens in here. Dave, what's up, man?
Hey, Milt, how you doing?
There to Midland.
Oh, we're having a blast out here tonight.
Yeah, you've moved up and avoided the cartage.
I'm looking around. I got fast guys. Yeah, I got fast guys in front, fast guys behind. I'm happy to be where I'm at.
Well, we've seen you in this position before, but in this league with all these great drivers, sometimes you go through, bats, now you're up there. That guy in that yellow car there, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I figure I'm going to hang out here and do whatever Matt and Ken do, and we'll see where it comes out.
Well, what we've been saying is Homestead track position, good pit stops, and good strategy and luck. You've slowly moved yourself up with all that while others have fallen, and
it's so hard to pass here, and the track's got so much grip. It's a blast, and everybody's so fast, and we'll just see where we end up. We're halfway through.
You're at the halfway, so you're probably going to want to just stay where you're at or in that area, and then try to make a move if there's another caution or.
Yeah, man, we'll see what happens, but looks like we're going green. We'll talk to you in a bit.
All right, Dave. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it. He drove a Chevy to the levee, and the levee was not dry right now. Pitching car there. Chevrolet. Another one of those, GOAT dudes, the 52. Kind of forgot about him. Rick Johnson. All of a sudden now we're seeing him in the picture there. P8. Gandry Jolton in the 51 car there. P9. P10, the P Rocket.
All right, back just in time for the restart, looks like. This pace car ducks off.
Well, you know, he's pulling up those Wranglers now in the 3 car. Let's see if he can go here, but like we've heard from all these drivers, they want to go. It's just passing is an issue here. Inside or outside, it looks like.
Yeah, name a track where passing Matt Watkins isn't an issue. And don't look now, but that 52 car has cracked the top 10.
Could you go up and get an autograph from here? You know, Matt Watkins definitely been busy lately. You know, I talked to him, and you know, his life is busy, and don't get much practice. Like, you know, I could just show up on a Friday night here at FSB and run well. Well, you know, when you're that good, got a notebook and
well, he ran Tuesday
turn
night.
It on, you know.
He ran Tuesday night, and I know this for a fact because I was the one trying to figure out how to get around him, as it is tough to pass here, as Bill Farmer, our series sponsor, points out there in chat. Yeah, I had nothing for him because I had no help there at the end.
Yeah, the 95
but he got some practice in.
Done.
Now, tough break for young Will Farmer there. 29 car taking a peek, thinks better of it because he's going to get freight trained.
And Jim all over the 15. Have we seen this movie before? I think we have. We haven't really talked about the world champ here. He's your champion. Defend. Oh! And Greg Palmer hauling the wall. Rick Johnson. They're still trying not to crash. Winston skillfully on the brakes there, but I didn't see the end of that. Caution is out. Got a little tap, I think. Winston and was fighting it, and the other cars were trying to slow down. Didn't see the end of that, but definitely saw Rick Johnson go around. There's that song, you know, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. But there's also, you know, caution from caution breeds cautions.
Oh, do they ever.
Yeah, Watkins is like sitting there on his sack of seeds right now. Because he's planting. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I know what I gotta do. Yeah, I got slit. I got the world champion behind me, no problem. Don't worry about that.
All right, I think I found the source here. Okay, so going into turn 1, the 22 in that brand new paint, the Leinenkugel car just got loose in front of Rick Johnson. Rick got a little help from behind. I think Rick might be okay, actually. Oh, then the 043 comes along.
Man.
Poor Brian Lovell.
TG Reese in the skull car. Ding.
Oh, there's some damage to the back end of the 52.
Oh no, he hurt.
So let's see.
Oh, I think the 32 might have got into the 115 to Dave Ellens, or backed off, and then Rick had nowhere to go. That's how close they are.
Oh yeah, Rick was
We're
right
just
there.
running laps like this is no big deal, but all it takes is one little bobble here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Or Palmer either got in the back of the 115 or got spooked a little and tried to get out of it a little bit. They're feathering the gas as they're lifting. If you lift a little bit harder, or brakes can help, but they can tighten up the front end. But that's
Rick
how fast
Johnson has retired the 52 car.
That's well.
I think Rick was going to be okay until
he's going to go shine his trophies that he's got.
I think Rick would have been okay until that late hit there, as T.G. Reese came upon the scene. Couldn't get it wound up and got into the back end. That hit was harder.
That other guy.
that hit was harder than the actual tap to the wall he took, and that's where the significant rear end damage came from. May have had motor damage for all we know, but whatever it was, Rick Johnson determined that he did not wish to continue in the 52 Husqvarna machine. Meanwhile, Ryan Tracy has found himself in the lead. I'm going to guess you took 2 tires. You 2 tires are stayed out, but he's now on the point. I managed to get camera 2's textures back to full strength, as I noticed they were blurry there and had to back out and re-enter with it. So the secondary view should be much better now. Old game doesn't know what to do with modern graphics card memory, and every once in a while it resets itself and acts like you've got something from the Stone Ages. So we're here at lap 66 of 107. Yeah, this would have normally been a pit window lap anyway, if it was green from the start. Lights are off on the FSP pace car one more time.
Okay, so both the Highline cars are done here.
Has Chris Beckman retired?
Chris Beckman done. I was going to try to get a statement from one of those guys, but they're gone.
Yeah, I imagine
Not
Chris
what happened.
was
Not
not
sure
feeling
what happened
so
to
good
the
about
41.
that. Well, yeah, you do. He got
He
tangled
was
up.
in that, yeah.
He was in the one with Will, and I guess he just retired after that.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Lucky Dog is the 54 of Bill Yarborough this time around.
Well, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, and Highline Racing got nailed here. Pack them up. They're back there packing up the cars and going to the next race, the way it is. Meanwhile, the 12 car and this new team here, taking a look at these guys in their team channel. The Slingshot Motorsports, they've got
Dave
together
Ellens
a
has a
pretty
problem.
good team there. Ken Shea, former Monsoon dude, Ryan Tracy, Wow, Christopherson and Palmer.
Dave Ellens had some kind of problem, and we're back under caution again.
Yeah, let's take a look. What happened to Dave here?
Something funky's happening with my other replay here.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll take a look at it.
Oh, bad wreck there. Okay.
Something happened to Dave Ellens where he was on pit road.
He seems to have retired.
He had some kind of internet issues or something. I'm looking at the dinner. I don't see nothing.
Well, here's what happened with the 9 and the 91. Several other cars got caught up as well. You see, they just kept fighting for the same piece of real estate into one, and that just didn't work
Ken
out.
Shea into the 9 there.
83 hard into the outside wall. Head-on impact for Steve Weber in the 83.
I think these guys are getting a little desperate as to trying to
51
make
Dave
moves
Jandry.
here. Big Cactus all pushed in.
See, there's nothing in the world he can do there. He gets hooked in the right rear.
There. Wow.
Catches
Good thing
Shane
that's not
Winston.
real.
And a harder hit, I think, for the 83 there.
Those guys are probably done here.
And then Dave Ellens, I guess, just coming to the caution. That's why I saw him slowing. He was just taking the caution. I thought he was losing a gear on the restart or something.
But I'm not sure. I thought I saw him on pit road under green flag conditions there. I don't know if there was a penalty or...
And now it's showing him 4 laps down.
Yeah, or he got booted. But I don't see
retired.
it on... No, he didn't get booted. There was definitely some kind of issue. Probably a penalty of some kind. Don't see nothing on the scanner, though. Wait, I need to scroll down. That would help. Yeah, he got booted.
Yeah, tough
Some
break for Dave
international
Ellens.
internet server issues going on here for some guys, and he just straight up got booted. That'll lose you 2 laps right there.
That's where the confusion came in. That's why he was moving slow in the start. He was actually just coming back out.
Absolutely.
Well then, we are tantalizingly close to a window here as we go back green on lap 73 of 107.
Yeah, definitely some beer drinking going to be going on there for these
Bill
guys
Farmer's.
that are out of the race now.
Bill Farmer sending Tom Jackson on a beer run for our retired drivers.
Beer run.
All we need is... boy, I messed it up. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or the keys to the car and a sober driver. BWERRUN beer run.
Yeah.
All right, pace car is off. Ryan Tracy is your leader. Lap 73 of 107. Here we go again. And oh man, those cars behind him got a big jump on the start. I think they might be looking to make moves before turn 1, which didn't work out last time, and they think better of it.
Watkins lost the lead to the 12, but he wants it now.
Yeah, he's coming.
He's going.
I'm pretty sure the
for
12. I'm pretty sure the 12
well,
was
you
on
can't
2.
pass? I don't think so. 15 drives it in there like he owns this
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure the 12 is on either 4 older tires or 2 older tires in the 15. So yeah, so he was going to get eaten alive here.
But these guys with cold tires going in there, driving it in, and you know, confident enough that it's going to stick. You know, I mean, not messing around.
Yeah, speaking of guys who are good on cold tires, 29 of Jeff Hale, probably the best driver on cold tires I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
He can do some crazy stuff on restarts. And he's got himself up to P3. I mean, once again, Mr. Where did he come from? Yeah, these guys aren't driving
Tracy
like...
desperately wants to get in, but you guys are saying negative.
These guys are definitely also not driving like they expect to make it to the end on this one tank full, because they are going at it.
Yeah, I think fuel strategy with the trend of the race, but at any point now, with a lot of cars out now with damage, you know, damaged cars tend to be loose and good spin and bring more cautions out. Matt Watkins back in control. Jim Gady wants to do something with him, and he's got the best guy, 2 guys he can think of. Well, I mean, going all the way back there. Ryan Tracy does get in P6. Flies right in there, and you know, he's going to make some track position here, I think. If he can hold that. But Slim Jim's got these guys, and they're like, you know, heck with this 15 guy. Okay, it's 78 of 107, 29 laps. But we're not ready to make our move yet. But we're going to. We're going to leave him like a discarded shirt if they get the chance.
Ryan
Brown
Johnson
in the house there. Shout out to Gamma J, Jason Dolfer in the 63. He's definitely got a fan base, and he is still right there in the top 10. P7.
As I was trying to say, Ryan Johnson, after going for that slide, seems no worse to the wear as he's moved himself back into the top 10, currently running 8th. And Jeff Hale working on his teammate.
Dolfer taking a look at the 12 car with Ryan Johnson. That's what he do. Like you said, you know, the contact he had earlier was minimal. That car could still be pretty near to pristine. And we know how Ryan Johnson finishes races. Now, he just got a little bit of gaggle there, but still has been strong all night.
See that little camera stutter there because I was centered on the 23, and his connection seems to be destabilizing as the night wears on.
That's been an issue tonight for the world champ. They're all really getting close now, pushing the limits. Want to get by. Gotta figure these three guys here. Now Jeff Sale's gotten by the 23. He knows what's going on with his connection. People are telling him, his teammates are telling him, trying to figure out what to do here. Car looks good right now. A sportsman, so if it becomes too big of an issue, he would pull it off.
Got one up on the wall. Is that the 83, I think?
Yeah, heavily damaged. Chuck is trying to let everybody by. It's very difficult.
You can see what this looks like from the back of this pack here. The last car in line, Rick Castle in the 124. Rick
Castle just hasn't been where he wanted to be. He lost the draft early there, but he's still fighting.
It looks like this pack is about to split in two again. Getting around the lap car seems to have put a gap in place between
now
58 of Johnny Doucette.
Is trying to get by the 29, so guys, teammates, friends, I don't know, they're battling. The three's going with them. The 91 wants to capture on that. 12 needs a caution here. Ryan Tracy needs a caution. 22 to go. Dave Ellens, what could be, what could have been. And he's just trying to get points right now.
You got to figure Mark DeSenza's got some damage being caught up in an earlier wreck, and he's hanging in there tough too. Currently P3.
You're in this lead draft, you're getting that draft. It's way faster. Take a look at Mark's times. Last lap 31.1. Best lap 31.9. 2/10 off. That car is still pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes if you've only got minor damage.
Any business, that's another story.
That's what I was trying to get to there. Sometimes when you got minor damage, you're okay when you're in what I call a pocket. You got to draft in front and draft behind, but if you lose either one of those, or if you stick your nose out, sometimes it just dies if it's got a little bit of damage. So we'll see what three's got up his sleeve.
Well, passing here is difficult. We've heard everybody say that. You got to set up. You got to have a lane, and you've got to be able to make that happen. Coming out of the corner and making it go all the way down the straight, and then driving it in there on the inside and trying to push the dude out of the way here.
I think those four cars that lost the lead draft are starting to pull it back in. It's trying to set. I believe he's caught the draft of this lead pack once again and hopes to pull these four up into the mix one more time.
Okay, so let's look at what back Bucket's doing. 31.2. Last lap, best lap 39. So he's not going way, faster than these guys. He's going just as fast. That's all he needs. Nobody grinds that wheel and drives with more intensity than that guy in the 15. Get to know these guys. 23's really mellow. Calm all the time. Breeze like that. 29. 15, that guy is ready to rip somebody's head off when he's driving that car. his intensity level, focus level is second to none. You know, Rick Johnson, he's real chill too. I mean, he's just so calm. You know, and it works for all these guys. You got to do what. You got to be who you are. You know. At 15, he's wrenching that thing. I guarantee it. Slim Jim behind him is like, I've been dogging you all night.
You see the three start to fall
get
backwards.
a shot at you, and I'm going to take
and
it.
that's, yeah, so that could be where the damage is catching up with Mark DeCenza as he's lost a couple spots there.
And that's what happens with a car that's slightly damaged, like you said, in the pocket. Later on, tire wear becomes an issue because when you got that damage, you're turning the wheel more than these other guys. Keep it in that groove. Over time, that right front tire temperature, all your tire temperatures go up, and it's inevitable. You can see it. These guys can see as they're driving, they're also checking their tire temps, fuel. Pits, do they got a pit again? Can they make it all the way? 14 to go. I did not pay attention. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, they can't quite make it to the finish from here, I don't think. Someone who's clutching from the start might be able to do it.
Well, better go bounce back to that 59 guy. Because guess what? He's won maybe this race. Well, a lot of them doing exactly that. And he's not far behind, but how can you clutch at this pace? He's still gonna, he can still save fuel more than the average human. You know?
Slim Jim going up the hill there.
Not walking
some spots.
He's not. But he's thinking. Can we get a green flag stop here at the end, ladies and gentlemen? Here comes it. They're going 3 wide. 2 wide back. Real close to 23 and the 29. Those two attached at the hip, friends, forever, and teammates. Slim Jim winning the championship. Jeff Hill coming back from back surgery and a bunch of other stuff. And they're both back on their game 100%. And Ken Shea right there. I just got to do it again. Ah, isn't that good? Norwegian wood.
Whoa, major work there for the 23.
From the 23. If you're racing against a dude like that, it's not too bad. Unless you're trying to make the pass right there, it's not going to get you too upset with a little bit of wiggle like that.
It's still enough to make me nervous.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Coming up on lap traffic, what could have been for Ryan Lovell? Gonna have to let these guys go by.
He's got some serious rear end damage on that 43.
Still, to be able to keep that car running, but he's not through this yet.
22, Lyman Kugel hitting pit road. And 59 of Ryan Johnson also hitting pit road here from this lead pack. Here,
box. 34, 22.
34 coming in.
It's time. What do? No tires? Splash?
Right sides. At this point, I want right sides, and I think that's what they're doing. Right sides and fuel.
How much fuel?
Oh, man. It looks like he might not have taken tires. 22 is definitely taking right sides.
How much fuel? 99.07.
It's
That's
probably a half.
that's 8 laps. Splash won't get it, so we gotta go.
Flash won't get it. It's at least half a can, if not a can.
We gotta go half. 7 laps coming up. Box,
Here we
box,
go.
box. They're all
Leaders.
pitting. Matt Watkins,
Leaders pitting.
multiple world champion. This is money time for the 15. Why? Because he knows the guy's going to do the same thing. He locks him up going up on the pit road.
Ooh, that may have pushed it a little too far.
That's what he do.
It's what he do, but sometimes it do bite him. So we shall see. And we'll watch closely here on the 15 car.
He knows how to
See
slide
what he
that
does.
thing in. As long as you keep your foot on the brake, we'll see. See what NASCAR
Right side's
says
up.
here.
Right side up on the
side's for
15.
The 15. That's got to be a half a tank, I guess. It takes the same time.
4 tires.
4 tires
Oh
for the
no!
15. That's a huge
I don't think he meant to do that. I
That's a
do
huge
not
mistake,
think he
and
meant to
just
do that.
blows it right there. Oh my gosh. Oh,
And
he's
we'll
gonna
watch
be
the
kicking
91.
himself.
We're going to watch the 91, the 12, 23 do here.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
sorry, pit
that's
box
a
is-
real mistake for him. The 51 of Dave Gentry down pit road, your leader.
Right side. Oh, 23 has to back up in his stall.
Pit mistakes for this
Oh,
veteran.
disaster for
What
the
can
23.
51 do? Nice and smooth. Hey, 51, no tires and a splash, dude. Do it. Come on.
Oh, 90's
Made it
around off
this
turn
far.
4. Caution's
Caution
out,
is
and that's
out.
going to end the race.
Dave Gentry, your leader, and now P2. If somebody
I
stayed
think-
out, can they make it to the end? Who's in P1 here? Somebody
Oh,
didn't pit.
no.
Who is it? Who is it? Come on.
Bill
We're gonna find him.
Yarborough.
Bill Yarborough. Can he make it? P1. Coast. Come on, Bill. Come on. Gotta do it under caution here. He pits now, it's over. He's going down to the bottom, staying low. Gonna make it 2.5 laps.
All right.
Decisions,
So here
decisions,
is
decisions.
the
What's he doing?
source
And
of the
Bill Yarborough's
caution.
spinning. He can't make it.
The
He's
source
a
of our
veteran. He knows. And he can make it.
caution here was
my
off
God.
off of turn 4.
Who's
The
gonna be
90
in the
car
lead now?
of Matt Stewart was catching the 76 of Chris Landry. And 76 catches a little apron there. Matt tries to keep off and just goes around. I don't know if they made a little front end to back
They've
bumper
had,
contact.
both have had great races, battling. That brings out the caution.
Backs it a little bit into the wall there.
Yarborough gives it up. Could it be Ryan Tracy? Ryan Tracy off schedule on pit stops.
No, he came in with Slim
But
and
then he had got
Ken
back on
Shea.
schedule.
Yeah, he
Bill
got
Yarborough
tracked with
still scored at P1, exiting pit road. The Real Tree Chevrolet, his signature brand, the veteran. He can't be in P1 now, can he? I mean, I'm confused, bro.
No, it's just scoring hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah, it hasn't caught up yet, so.
I think-
Who's picked up the pace car? It's the 29 of Jeff Hale.
But he's tail end of the lead lap. What I'm seeing here is, what did you say about saving fuel?
back
Ryan
down pit
Johnson. Yeah, these guys are going back down.
What the heck?
Oh, because of the 10 lap rule. Because of the 10 lap rule.
They're a lap behind.
Yeah, lappers and tail end cars have to go back down. When this all sorts out, it's still Bill Yarborough.
You freaking kill me. Well, they all had to pit. So, man, I'm telling
Wait, Jason
you what, Are you
Dulfer.
freaking kidding me? I'm confused. That was NASCAR. This race is not going to go green, I don't think. So we just have to see
I don't know.
who can make it behind the stinking pace car.
If it goes green, it's going to be one lap shootout.
Still showing Bill Yarbrough in the Real Tree Chevrolet first place.
What did I miss?
We
Man, we're
don't
trying
know.
to figure it out, bro.
Man, something happened to the power on my monitor, and it just went black on me.
Oh no, we
no.
saw you were blinking most of the night too. We're wondering if maybe that had something to do with it.
No, it didn't. It was the power cable on my monitor.
Shoot.
Yep.
Hey, we saw you miss your pit stall, and then that was the last I saw you. I didn't realize you'd retired.
Yep. After that, the screen went.
Well, that is...
Still trying to figure out how Bill Yarbrough got the lead.
We are all kinds of crazy confused here as to what is even going on.
And this is the last lap here coming up. That shows the 91 of Ken Shea down tail end of the lead lap.
All right, there we have it. This is going to be the white flag, I believe.
White flag lap. Then Bill stopped, so he got fuel. He's good, Bill Yarbrough.
Did you hear me say about the first gear problem I had?
No, I missed that.
Before that last restart, I lost first gear, and so when I went down pit road a while ago, I was in second. Just totally screwed me up going into pits in second gear.
Oh man, it just was not your night. Sorry to hear that, Slim.
Seems to be the norm here lately, huh?
Well, you know, you win the world championship, and you are the champion, and you probably went fishing. That's probably what you did after you won it. And but this is a new season, and dude, man, I mean,
hey, one way or another, Slim's going to go fishing.
I was just going to say, now that you mention it, maybe I just need to go fishing. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, who knows? You might, break the luck streak. Well, they can't take it away from you. World champ, trophy. You're the man.
And he can't take the W away from the 54 of Bill Yarbrough. He played the strategy right. He was going for the fuel, and it played out.
Issues. He's been off racing. He's been working his butt off. We texted back and forth. He's very, very bummed about, not being able to race, and then trying to get his stuff back together. And he just puts together a fantastic, typical Homestead win there with these great guys. Strategy, and he is your winner. Ryan Johnson, where did he come from? That guy is. And Ryan Tracy, the 12 car, strong all night and gets a podium finish. Jason Dulfer, P4, great run for the 63. And Shane Wisman, qualified on pole. All those guys a lap down after the P3, the podium. Crazy strategy stuff.
We were talking about someone trying to make it, and I think that's what Bill Yarbrough was doing, and the situation played out just right. Since he was the only one who hadn't pitted, I think Ryan and Ryan coming in earlier probably took less fuel than those other guys who got trapped a lap down, and those good pit stops paid off.
Well, none of us had anything for Matt, that's for sure.
No, it was going to take something crazy like this. And see Bill Yarbrough burning him down, and rightfully so. He's had nothing but bad luck most of the time, and tonight it all fell into his plans here.
Well, look, man, I'm gonna get out of here and let you guys finish the broadcast.
All right, thanks, Slim. Tough break, man. Go fix that power cable and come get him next week.
All right, later.
All right. That is your defending champion, Slim Jim Gately. Equipment issues, just like in the real racing world, sometimes it'll strike you, and no different here. Man, you think Bill's excited? I think he's just about burned those tires off completely. He's got to get out of that car and save his replay as per FSB rules, and there he goes to do it now. As the smoke settles over Homestead Miami Speedway virtual. Oh, Milty's back with another beer. I thought he was getting our podium finishers. But again, your race winner, Bill Yarborough. Second place, Ryan Johnson. Third place, Ryan Tracy. Jason Dulfer hangs in for a nice fourth place run there in the 63. 34, Shane Wisman, and all the way. Sixth spot is the highest we see one of the guys we picked tonight, and that was Ken Shea in the number 91. His running order is all jumbled up. Matt Watkins, who seemed to have this one in the bag, he ends up 7th on a lap down. All kinds of craziness. Ryan's gone off.
Well, that's what we're getting here at FSB Racing. Every week is going to show up because the finish is going to be something you never saw before.
All right, Milty, we've got our winner here in Bill Yarborough. If you could gather up Ryan Tracy. Ryan Johnson, our series admin and your second place finisher, has gone off to the trailer with the big boss. So we'll see what they're talking about later. Or I'm sure I'll hear what they're talking about later. But meanwhile, we got Bill. Man, look what you caught.
Rabbit foots, man. That's luck. Pure luck.
Okay, Bill, this very serious question. Can you give me the winning lottery numbers for tomorrow? No?
I just, the game crashed desktop. I was 2 laps down. 2 lucky dogs and back in the game. And caution came out just as I was going to pit, so barely made it around.
See, we were speculating whether you were going to, all along try to make it on fuel there, because that last restart was just tantalizingly close to the edge of the fuel window as we calculated it. And we thought maybe you were just going for that and lucked into it. But we didn't even realize that you'd gone down from a disconnect. That's a heck of a comeback.
I was 4 laps short, so there was no way I was going to make it.
Well, when we saw you pit, we thought, well, that's it for Bill, And no, I mean, because everybody else had to pit.
I tried clutching
Nobody could make it.
I tried clutching it once. I almost crashed, so.
Well, Ryan Tracy, you've come from. You working your butt off, and your computer was down. You haven't been able to race. When you did come back, it wasn't what you usually expect. And then tonight, you just pull a win out of your butt. So
yep.
that kind of cheer you up a little bit, definitely.
Yeah, congrats, Bill. Gotta love when a plan comes together, right? But meanwhile, Ryan Tracy looked like he nailed that last stop there. Why'd you have to come back in to top off on the race-ending caution?
Oh, well, when I pitted, the race was over. So, I nailed the pit stop, and I only took 2 tires, which I came out right behind Bill. Bill went so slow through 3 and 4, so I passed him coming to the caution, which kept me on the lead lap.
Gotcha. Okay, that's how you got.
I was almost out of fuel. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then. So still, it looks like you had the stop nailed and the strategy down there. Matt Watkins, by the way, accidentally took 4 tires, so he was not going to win that one.
That just put him out of the contention right there.
He was
a rare mistake for the multiple champ there.
Yeah, absolutely. We were losing our minds over that in the first place, and then all the craziness happened there at the end, which Ryan, our Ryan Johnson, our second place finisher on our series admin, must have had a huge headache there trying to figure out what the heck happened. And again, look what you caught, second spot.
That's what Ryan did.
I honestly thought I was going to win that race because on that last pit stop, I didn't take tires and I took just a half can, and it put me.
That's what I was saying.
It took me out and it put me out in front of Hale, and then that caution came out, and then it got all kind of messy. I thought we were going to take the green again because we took it with 5 to go, I believe, and then I had people pitting. I told people to pit to get their lucky dog, and it was kind of a nightmare, but did the best we could with it.
Well,
like some cars.
that's the sacrifice you do as an admin. You got to race, and you also have to, take care of all that stuff. So,
and the nightmare scenario is a caution flag in the middle of green flag pit stops, especially this close to the end of the race, because nobody knows what's going to happen. So, great job all around, both on the race and on handling that craziness. I assume the points are up to date here, and
I believe so.
Right. And so Matt Watkins, despite his pit road foible there, still holds on to your point lead. Jason Dulford jumps up 4 spots, 12 back. Billy Yarbrough also takes a nice big jump there in the 3rd spot.
Well, I'm just so happy for Bill because
absolutely,
he always races so clean, and then just great strategy, especially being on the couch for a while. I mean, you just don't just pull that out of your yin yang. I mean, that was great foresight and a little bit of luck. So great win for
Milty. I think you greatly overestimate how much time all of us spend on couches.
Well, maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Now, Jeff Hale, on the other hand, I've seen a picture of his setup. He actually races from a couch. He's got to be the most comfy racer out there.
Well, in construction work, that's what you say. When you don't have any work, you're on the couch.
I see. Well, again, congratulations to our top 3 finishers there. Ryan Tracy, Ryan Johnson, Billy Yarbrough. Worked the strategy, kept the cars in one piece, and it all fell together for them there at the end.
That's
great job there, guys.
Right
and
there,
thanks for joining us here in the booth.
I mean, the fans are just like, blown away. My coworkers watch, and they're like, these are really seriously professional,
I almost didn't come up here, and Weber goes, "You got to go up there."
Oh, absolutely! I'll drag you up here, Bill. I'm telling you what.
Oh yeah, he'll grab you by your hair and drag you.
Kind of shy, I know that, but. Man, you won a dang race, man. Gotta have
it. Soak it up, man. You won a Friday race.
Yeah, from 2 laps down.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that one's gonna stick in the memory banks for quite a while.
Bill's
good job there, bud.
And so.
Thanks as always, my partner Milt Mitchell Jr. joining me here in Sound and Vision. Can't do this without you, buddy.
We got the 24 hours of Le Mans.
He's
not Le Mans. I said it again.
Rolex.
Rolex 24 hours tomorrow. Donkey Bob Racing, the 4 cars. If we get a stream, I'll try to put it out there for you guys.
Yes. Weber reminded me. Tom Jackson put up prizes for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we forgot to mention that.
I did forget to mention that. Thank you, Webb. So Tom Jackson put up $60 to be spread for the prize pool. It was $10 for your pole winner, which I believe was Shane Wisman. First place, $25 going to Billy Yarbrough. And the second place, $15 going to Ryan Johnson. And the third place, $10 Hamilton there, going to Mr. Ryan Tracy. So there you go. Thanks, Tom, for
yes, thank you.
Run up prizes.
That's awesome. Thanks, Tom.
Great race and great show, guys.
All right, and so that was a unique little situation there that we were keeping under wraps to the end. I almost forgot about. See, that's the danger of doing it that way. We didn't want anybody taking any unnecessary risk for that sort of deal and influencing the outcome. But again, thanks for that. Thanks as always, everybody joining us out there on YouTube, interacting in the chat, keeps the
absolutely.
It gets us mentioned. The likes, the subscriptions, it all helps us get it recommended and hopefully help promote the league. That's what we do this for. Thanks, Sam Young, keeping the thing.
54 Billy Yarbrough. Yeah.
Trying to wrap it up here,
Good
Milty.
win.
Come on. Thanks as always, Sam Young.
Yeah,
Keeping
Bill,
the
send me
league
that
running, keeping the
25.
game alive. And of course, our sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contracting, Bill Farmer. We saw him in the chat tonight, not on the track for some reason, although the Will was out there. But thanks for putting up the hardware, Bill, and for everybody here at FSB. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you next week. I'm Shawn Reap saying good night.
Yeah.